This is my what brought me to Zen video, take 5. Today is February the 3rd, 2025, and I'm going to respond to the questions that the teachers suggested for us in the forum. The first question I want to address is, why am I here working with these two teachers, Roshi and Sensei? Well, the first response that comes to mind is we share an affinity for asking deeply reflective questions about the nature of existence. As long as I can remember, I've asked a lot of questions about existence, mostly why questions. Why am I here? Why do bad things happen to good people? And then as I got older and became more mature, the scope broadened and questions became of a more general nature. What is mu? What is mind? What is consciousness? So the fact that the teachers are raising this question, why are you here working with us, is a similar kind of question to those I've asked my entire life. You know, it's a question that is deeply reflective and one that I've been thinking about for a long time. And there are answers. They're certainly not complete answers, but it's the kind of work that I have an affinity for doing. I like raising these kinds of questions. Secondly, I think there's a deep sense of connection for what life is and what is expected from life. And how do you know what is expected from life? Well, you are the one that determines that in large part by your intention. And the teachers both emphasize this over and over and over again. What you do is a reflection of what you are. And so you have to pay a lot of careful attention to what you do with your time and how you manage your energy and how you end up running your life. And this isn't, the way you make these choices isn't just random. By working with these teachers, it's a training that is based within the Buddha Dharma. And so your decisions are the result of training and working from within the Buddha Dharma and your understanding of it. But that's not sufficient. You don't just, raise the question. You've got to keep going deeper and asking, what is underneath that intention. It's just a never-ending sort of quest, and it's not the kind of raising of the question that perseverates in a repetitive, obsessive sort of nature. It's asking the question with an open mind that allows the heart to open and allows you to receive, So you receive from the universe, you receive from the teachers, you receive by, letting go and changing. And so there's a malleability and a fluidity that happens, and that is another thing that the teachers emphasize, which I have great affinity with. Now I do. I didn't originally start out that way. And I often, it's not infrequent that I ask myself, why the fuck am I doing this training? It's hard. It's exhausting. It's demanding. But the bottom line is, if I want to let go of lifelong blindness and delusive habits, then I need to be roughed up and jarred out of my conditioning by people who have done similar training and who know what they're doing. These teachers are very skillful in what they ask of us. They have gone through these experiences themselves. They've gone through this shedding and this stripping away, so they know what it is that they're talking about when they ask us to do these things. And that kind of leads into another reason that I work with them, which is that I have a very deep trust in them, a deep trust in the training. I mean, I trust them implicitly, but foremostly I trust the teaching, the Buddha Dharma. And I think the teachers would say the same thing. You know, they're teachers, they trust them, but they foremostly trust the Buddha Dharma. Right now, it's a skillful means. The teachers are guiding me and all of us to a deep understanding of what the Buddha Dharma is, the heart of the matter. It's always the heart of the matter in the Buddha Dharma. It's not getting lost in the tangential details of, schools of thought versus this and other things that are popular, and mindfulness and all, tangential things. It's what is the heart of the matter. What is your Buddha nature? How do you experience it? How do you live it? And how do you benefit others? The fourth reason, I suppose, has to do with their quality. They teach, from what I understand, is the authentic Buddha Dharma. They're very conservative in that way. They want to maintain a lineage that's been passed down from ancestor to ancestor to ancestor. And so what they're teaching us is what they understand is the authentic Buddha Dharma. It's not watered down at all. And I think that from its beginning, the Buddha Dharma has always been the highest challenge, the most demanding thing there is to do. And that's why this training with them is very demanding. So why am I working with this community? This training isn't for everybody. And I've seen a lot of people come and go in the years that I've been here. Many, many, many people are not ready for the kind of commitment that it takes to do this training because of the high standards. I think what's asked is that, the training asks for your life. Nothing less will do. And a lot of people aren't ready for that. I'm not sure that I know what that means in its entirety. I think I skirt the issue a lot of times, but I keep coming back to, the intention, what is my heart's innermost desire, and I've seen the changes happen in me and in others and in the Sangha over the years, and it's kind of an alchemical thing to see our initial selves come into training like base metal, and then over time, through this process of change, alchemical change, we are transformed into gold, our more refined, pure, innate self, and it starts to shine. So there's nothing quite like that Well, no, there's nothing that I have like that in any similar relation that I have ever participated in. This is unique in that way. So why am I here doing this practice now? Because I see the impossible is possible.